Welcome to our Fosak TV. Here is a most breaking news for our viewers. Yes, footprints left on a beach, air breathed in a busy room, ocean water. Scientists have been able to collect and analyze detailed genetic data from human DNA from all these places, raising thorny ethical questions about consent, privacy, and security when it comes to our biological information. The researchers from the University of Florida who were using environmental DNA found in sand to study endangered sea turtles said the DNA was of such high quality that the scientists could identify mutations associated with disease and determine the genetic ancestry of populations living nearby. They could also match genetic information to individual participants who had volunteered to have their DNA recovered as part of the research that published in the scientific journal Nature, Ecology and Evolution on Monday. All this very personal, ancestral and health related data is freely available in the environment and is simply floating around the air right now, said Devin Duffy, a professor of wildlife disease genomics at the University of Florida. Environmental DNA has been obtained from air, soil, sediment, water, permafrost, snow and ice cores, and the techniques were primarily being used to help track and protect endangered animals. Human DNA that has seeped into the environment throughout spit, skin, sweat and blood could be used to help find missing persons, aid in forensic investigation, to solve crimes, locate sites of archaeological importance and for health monitoring through DNA found in wastewater, the study noted. However, the ability to capture human DNA from the environment could have a range of unintended consequences both in advertent and malicious, they added. This included privacy breaches, location tracking, data harvesting, and genetic surveillance of individuals or groups. It could lead to ethical hurdles for the approval of wildlife study. Matthias Weinroth, a senior fellow studying social and ethical aspects of genetics in forensic surveillance and human health at the University of North Korea in the UK, said the scientists involved in the study had taken the ethical aspects of the work seriously and identified some key issues that are likely to emerge with their finding. It is important to preserve human autonomy, dignity, and the right to self-determination over personal data. This is difficult if you cannot ask those whose DNA may be collected in the environment, because there is probably no way to avoid losing DNA to the environment via skin, hair and breath. Weinroth, who was not involved in the research, said via email. He emphasized the need to develop and deploy foresight in genetics and genomics research. A key issue is that such incidental eDNA findings may take their way into databases that can be compared with user data at the genetics databases, thus undermining informed consent and even customer confidentiality. The team at the University of Florida Whitney Laboratory for Marine Bioscience and Sea Turtle Hospital were using environmental DNA recovered from turtle tracks made on sand to study endangered green sea turtles and the viral cancer they are suspected were noticed that they were also picking up human DNA from sand and the ocean and river surrounding the lab. Behind the report for Fosak TV.